Hello and welcome back. I'm Dr. Lori Williams. Today I want to talk to you about what happens if you stay stuck in one of the healing pathways, one of the steps of healing. The work that I do and the work that I have done over the last 11 years, I have created. Ultimately, it's a three-step system. I call it the authentic self method, and it's a three-step system that helps you through your healing process. So the first one is around trauma healing. This one allows you to let go of guilt, shame that you've been carrying from things that have gone on in your life that you obviously have had no control over because it happened to you when you were a child. If you're to stay stuck in this part of your healing, you're going to continue to blame everyone around you for everything that happened to you, keeping you in a victim mentality. So, if it's important that once you have recognized the guilt and the shame and released it and put it where it actually belongs, that you move on into that next phase of your healing. So the next phase of your healing is where radical self-awareness comes in. This radical self-awareness is essentially, stay with me, this might sound kind of productive at first, but essentially it's taking responsibility for everything that happens to you, around you. If you're involved in it, you have a responsibility in it. And the reason why that is so healing is because the only thing that you actually have control over in this world is your thoughts and your reactions. So when you can change the thoughts, you can change the reactions from a reaction to a response. That's where your power is. You want to be able to show up in all areas of your life and come from a place of being responsive rather than reactive. This healing this healing is life changing. But unfortunately, if you stay there, you can actually build up more guilt and shame and self-loathing essentially, because you're now taking everything on a very, very personal level, when the missing piece of this puzzle is the third step, which is integration, the integration part of it. So once you go through the trauma healing, releasing the guilt and the shame, and you learn how to take radical responsibility for yourself, the next part of it is to integrate all of those parts of you. Because when you integrate all those parts of you, essentially what you're doing is you are bringing together the body, the mind, and the soul. So as human beings, we tend to live very fragmented. Our body is not connected to our mind, and which is not connected to our soul. And so the holistic healing that I take my clients through is to integrate all three parts of those. And in the integration, it's about bringing all of those parts of who you are together and continuing to go through life, but not from necessarily a place of, oh, I'm still healing. It's from a place of, I've done the work, I'm self-aware, I know how to, learn from the things that are going on around me. But I'm also going to go out and live life now, because I can show up in life differently. I'm not going to show up in life being stressed. I'm not going to show up in life being reactive and then explosive in my relationships. I can come to a place where because I have the self-awareness, and because I have the self-awareness, because I have the ability to heal myself and the situations that are going on within me, that I can go through life as the person that I came here to be, which is our authentic self. So that's why I call this the authentic self method. All three of these parts bring you back to who you truly are. It's who you are at a soul level. It's who you are without all the stress. It's without all of the guilt, the shame, the blame, without all the reactivity. It's essentially stripping all of that away for you to be able to live the life that you were created and you came to this earth to live. This is the beautiful part of the journey of coming back to your authentic self, and coming back to the realization that we're actually here for more than the struggle. That's essentially what it is you can, through your healing, you come back to the realization that not only was the struggle and the stress a complete waste of your time, but it wasn't actually serving you in any way, shape, or form. So I like to tell my clients, what's on the other side of your healing is you, only better, because you don't have all the heaviness, you don't have all the weight that you're carrying. So this is why it is so important to keep moving through these three sections, and to get to that point where you're not carrying the guilt, you're not carrying the shame. You can show up in all aspects of your life as the heart-centered, pure version of who you are. And that's when life really truly does start. We start to actually live, and that is the beauty of healing. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you back here next time.